Hey guys, JR here, Lock Rock RCs. Hey, wanted to share with you guys how to do the wheel mod on the little Orlando Hunter Jeeps, the 1/35th scale Jeeps. And what it is you take the 1/24 scale Losi Desert wheel tire that you can get. They're like, I don't know, somewhere around 12 bucks, something like that, give or take. And there's two ways to mod these things. And the one way I'm going to show you here, well, I'm going to show you both ways. This way, it requires you to get two complete sets of wheels, okay? And when you look at the inside of these, this is the, what would that be, the front, I guess. The front wheels for the Losi is what you want. And what you're going to do, I don't know if it's going to show up. I'm going to try and shine some light in here, some extra light, just so you guys can maybe see it. See if that shows up there for you guys. Hopefully there. It's really hard. The stuff I want to show you guys is really difficult to show you, but there's a little notch in there, and I can't tell right now whether it's showing up or not, but yeah. Okay. You have to very, very carefully, take a knife and, just kind of work at it, just there's no real easy way to get in there and cut that slot. Just kind of common sense. Anybody, if you're using a knife or a blade, be careful. Unless you're like me, I'm not careful. I frequently cut myself up, so no big deal. So anyway, that's one way. So you cut the slot, and then you do have to drill out the middle here, just enough to get so that your axle stub comes through and you can get a wheel nut on here. Okay. Now, yes, that does leave the plastic there, and so you're gonna have to use paint or something like that to touch that up. Not much way around that. Which reminds me, something I noticed accidentally and I kind of lucked out was these Losi wheels come in two different styles. This is like a black chrome, and then on my purple Jeep that you guys saw, that's like a regular chrome. Well, I didn't know that, but it worked out, for like, here's the Fast and Furious one I'm working on. I'm still waiting for some more parts. Now, these are aluminum wheels, and they worked out just fine, Like I said, they went on the hood. I've been getting a little crazy with some of the stuff here. That's the aluminum frame I got from Anthony. Yeah. Can't talk right. So, went and got the aluminum axles and all the good stuff and drive shaft, yeah. But right now I'm just waiting for, so if you guys look careful and you see that, this is just for mock-up purposes. I went and ordered like tons of rods, and I just assumed that the rod ends came with it. Well, they don't. So I got more rod ends coming, and then I made my own. I gotta polish it up and everything yet, and I make another one for over here, and the driver's door open and whatnot. And there's I'll go into this. There's like a ton of mods I made onto this thing to make it work, because that's not the grill that came on it and whatnot. But anyway, the wheels turned out really cool on here. Now on the wrecker truck here, this, you can see how I got the wheel nut on there. This is done that style. Now I'm going to be changing it because I want different wheels. These are the wheels I want on here, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But this is coming along pretty good here. Managed to get everything up in here. Got my receiver, it actually fits behind the seat in this thing, and then the ESC is like right underneath the hood. Getting a little carried away here. My door. Here, see who remembers who that is. If you happen to know specifically, that'd be cool. I mean, I know. I just want to see if anybody happens to know. But I put magnets on here. This is actually a magnet out of a computer hard drive, and then like a refrigerator door magnet on there. So when I push it, and it stays closed for me good. So yeah, getting a bunch of little things. Something else I thought turned out pretty cool, and I'll do a full review on this. If you guys can see that or not, inside there is my antenna. I got it wound up, and so it kind of looks like a cable in there, but it's actually the antenna for it. So that's coming along pretty good. And I'll tell you what, it is cold where I am from. The other day, it was down to 1 degree. It was just insane how cold it was. Yeah, Christmas was, it was a good Christmas, although we had to change our plans. Everybody was supposed to come over to our house for dinner and Christmas, and well, the power went out all day. Price for living in the mountains, you know. So anyway, what we would do is you know, take a drill bit that's a little bit smaller diameter than your wheel, and I drill it out from the back side. And the reasoning for that is I think there's less of a chance of messing anything up inside of here, you know. So, and if your tire comes loose, just reglue it, no big deal. But yeah, you just drill this out. I have another one ready, but let's see if this works out. So this is just in case. So let's see what happens here. See if I can get this so you guys can see what's happening. Now I gotta pay attention to this thing, just lightly though. And yes, the way I'm doing it, yes, there's a good chance I'm going to cut myself. Nothing new. I could, let's see what happens here. Yeah, and yes, I am going slow for a reason. I'm just trying to sneak up on it. See if that shows up. Coming out through. That'd be wicked. There we go. Okay, now I like to just do it by hand here, kinda, and hopefully I can do it by hand there. There we go. Just to finish it off. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this is sorry, I'm not even thinking. I'm being half brain dead today. This mod here. What I'm doing is the other way to mod the wheels. And this actually only requires one set of wheels. Okay, now you do need your factory wheels to do this. Okay, so I mean, if you have your which most of us, you know, if you get the kit, you already have the factory wheels. So anyway, that's what she's gonna look like. Just drill it out, and then I'm just gonna cut from the back side. Well, before I do that, there's like I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like little tabs in here. And let's see if they show up. There's little tabs in there, and I'll cut them out, or over here, I guess. I'll whittle them out first. I think it makes it easier. And don't worry about right now, like, you know, getting these little tabs out of here. Don't worry about scratching or cutting. You know, you're not going to see it anyway. So not a concern. All I'm doing is getting them little tabs, not the part of the rim that's left over there. And then I'll show you what we do. And this does work for aluminum rims too, because on the Fast and Furious Jeep there, that watch what I'm doing. I'm cutting myself here, talking and not thinking. They're aluminum, and the way I did it, they're holding just fine. So, okay, let's see if I can do this. I don't know how this is going to turn out here. I'll probably try and do a little bit here like this, but then I'm just going to have to move so I can see. And just lightly, this is fairly soft plastic. And what I'm doing, if you can see, I'm just barely cutting it, okay? Now I'm going to have to turn this, because what I'm going to be doing is watching, when I cut the plastic, it's like a white line. But then you have your chrome finish, you know, so it's like a chrome or a black. Well, whenever you get down to where it's just flush, and the reason I'm using like a curved, you know, the curved edge on the knife here, is so that I'm just barely getting to the shiny part of the rim that you see. And always just sneak up on it. Don't try and like dig into it real quick, you know. You know, the other way, if you just go slow, yeah, might be slow, you know, but if you make, you know, you're less likely to make a mistake. Or if you just try and dig into it and you cut out too much, you ain't putting it back, you know. So let's see how this works. I'll try and do this so that you guys can see, and me as well. I don't know how that's going to turn out, because I cannot look at the camera at all. So let's see here. Hopefully this is showing up here. And I'm just sneaking up on it. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that at all. Not much. And it don't take that long to do, actually, I don't think. So yeah, just slowly sneak up on it. So do you everybody out there have you guys all have a good holidays, I hope. Have a good Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. And so, our kids around here had a pretty good time. So, it was pretty cool. Not too bad here either. Not too bad on my part. I don't do much of the, you know, it's just the kids. So, well, grandkids now for me. So, well, other than Tyler, some of you guys know who Tyler is. So, yeah, slowly whittling at it, just slowly. And, boy, I hope my power don't go out. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. My light started flickering there. He said power goes out frequently. It was out Christmas. I hope I'm even in the camera. Oh, okay, I am. So, yeah. Normal for power to go out here. So, yeah, you know, I took my time, and that did not take long at all. So, now, let me get the other light over here and see whether, hopefully you guys can see that. You can see the line there, you know, where I stopped from. Okay. And you can touch this up too if need be. But, you know, I just use fingernail polish on my other ones, touch up, and it seemed to work okay. And now what you do is you take, like, which I've already done on this one, but it's no big deal. Take whatever rim you're using, and around the outside edge, just hit it with a, you know, a heavy sandpaper. This is 80 grit, just to rough it up. And what you're going to do is go from the back side, just test fit it. Just test fit it here, slip it right in there. And it'll go in, it should go in really easy. And then you can see how that is in there. Okay? And it may need touched up a tad. No big deal. But looks pretty cool. Now, as far as gluing it in goes, you know, some people, and I like super glue. I would not recommend doing this with super glue at all. And the reason being is if you get this thing in there, you know, off-centered or something like that, you know, and how fast it sets up, and then your wheel's just gonna wobble. So I'm just using regular, it's actually quite old modeling glue, but and then you don't have to put it on anything like this. It just, I like doing it better. I tend to go I'm going a little overkill on the glue. Any extra excess will come out on the back side, but definitely make sure you get it on the front rim on here, you know, front part of it. That way it makes for a nice, you know, real nice seal. And if you do get it on your fingers, which probably will happen, just make sure you don't touch the rim, or the finished part of the rim, like I just did right there. Okay, now I got a mess going on. I got it on my finger, and I still got more glue to go on here. So let's see if I can slowly pull that downward wise to keep it all on there. And I got it! Yay! Okay. So, alright, then we make sure you got the back side here. Just slip it right in there. Okay. Push it in a little bit. And then, you know, go around. And if there's any excess, you know, hey, you can clean that up later. That's no big deal. Not a big deal. Okay. So as you can see, it's all hopefully, it looks like it all came out, you know, the back side there. A little string there from it. Okay. So, that's in there. Now, what you're going to want to do is, you need some nice even pressure on this to help it set. Now, if you have a vise, you know, you could put like, which I tend to do, just because I have a little vise handy. God, I got little stringers everywhere. No big deal. Is I'll put like a piece of wood over the face here, and then clamp the vise. Just lightly, just enough to keep pressure on it, you know, because if you squeeze on this thing, you're gonna crack it or mar something up, just enough. The other way to do it, which I'm gonna show you guys, is see if I can do this here. Drop some stuff. I'll grab just something heavy. This just happened to be my drill bit case. And I got to turn it down. That way it's all on a flat surface there. Now, let's see if I can balance this thing here. Give me a second here. Almost balanced. Okay. So, now I got the wheel under there drying. You know, roughly 20 minutes. I'd say 20 minutes at the earliest. I mean, if you can let it set for a couple hours, all the better, you know. But, yeah, it's just a little quick update on things. Like I said, I got parts like just scattered everywhere. Some things I didn't, you know, that I missed that I needed. I got an extra, I just ordered something new that I found for on the back of the purple Jeep. I'll show you guys as soon as it gets in here. It's a pretty neat tire rack coming in it. I've seen some other cool stuff that I wanted to get, you know, for like on here. What was, or even the other one. Oh, I know what it was. There was like they make like a little trailer. So if anybody knows where to find this trailer besides on eBay, a lot cheaper. Well, the trailer itself wasn't expensive. It was like 10 or 12 bucks, I think. Well, maybe it was more than that. But shipping from Australia, it was shipping from Australia, and it was like right on 20 bucks, a little bit better than 20 bucks. I was like, oh my god, so it cost more in shipping than the part. And I'm like, nope, I'm not getting it. You know, oh, I knew what the other thing was that was outrageous on price. These, and yeah, I always mess your name up, Anthony. If you know where you got your aluminum shock hoops, I mean, I saw them on there, but again, it was like 3 or 4 times the price of it for shipping, you know, and I was like, I'm not getting that. I'm not paying all that much. You know, paying 3 or 4 times that much in shipping. So if you know where you got yours, a lot cheaper. So for now, I'm just making my own. I ordered tap and dies and everything like that for this thing. You know, so, but if you happen to know, you know where you got it at, unless you were brave enough and did that with the cost of that shipping. So, but yeah, all right, just some winter tinkering around here, and thought I'd show you guys how to mod the wheels. But that's it. You got 2 ways to mod it. You know, notch it, drill it out a little bit, and you're straight bolt on, or drill it out and stick another rim in there, which is kind of cool because you can really make it personalized. You know, it's like because they have a lot of wheel choices. You know, and it works with aluminum ones too. You know, this is the aluminum wheels that are on there. So, alrighty then. So anyway, till next one. Hopefully this gets posted up relatively quickly here. Like I said, I'm cell phone only for right now. Sort of a price for being out in the woods as far as I am. But alrighty then. Talk to you guys later on the next one. Bye.